So, Will, here's the problem,
Ali.
with you.
Right.
And
How long have we got?
Yeah. I want to do a hop, skip and a jump throughout your career, but you've been in too many things that mean too much to too many people. Wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh yeah, I was in a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I know, weird.
Yeah, I was a gold dude that accidentally punched Dave Bautista in the face.
I did accidentally punch Dave Bautista in the face. Not so proud of that. He was also too nice to even mention it.
Pick on someone your own size.
Yeah, it wasn't until I saw his makeup artist removing gold paint off his, at that point, purple face that I realised I did connect, despite what he said.
You should have a chat with Jennifer Lawrence about the fine art of being covered in one colour. Because she said having a bath was impossible.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like, that was a no.
Yeah.
She had to, like, negate her Airbnb fee because it's like, yeah, no, that bath's done. We're done, yeah.
That's really funny. I didn't realise that.
You can't fix that.
Yeah, I think we got the gold off with, it was shaving foam. I was quite often in like a black bin bag or a trash bag, as they say in America, with my arms out. And then there were like multiple people just applying a lot of shaving foam. And I just felt a little bit ridiculous and helpless as that process was carried out every day.
And one of your mates texts you and says, oh, how are you doing? It's like, look, just don't. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing I can say.
Can't talk right now. Yeah, exactly.
I've got so many questions and we will get there, but let's start with the big one. Tell me about Sweet Throwing Boy in Lead Balloon.
That's so funny. Yeah, Sweet Throwing Boy in Lead Balloon. I was a huge Jack Dee fan as a kid.
And Sweet fan.
And it probably even, and I don't mean any disrespect to Jack Dee, but even bigger Sweet fan.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was like a stand-up comedy nerd, and I remember coming across Jack Dee's stand-up and just thinking it was exceptional. And then I think, it was just after Son of Rambow, and I was offered a part in Jack Dee's Lead Balloon, and I was like, I'll turn up and play an obnoxious kid who throws sweets.
Boo, you're rubbish, get off!
That's not a stretch. And to do it with Jack Dee was an honour. It was really cool.
Get off!
And you mentioned Son of Rambow. Garth Jennings is one of my favourite people.
Oh my gosh.
Son of Rambow, take one. Click.
I mean, I'm so lucky that my sort of film parents, in my introduction to the film industry, and Son of Rambow was my first job. I couldn't have been more fortunate to have Garth Jennings and Nick Goldsmith as my film dads.
Nice drawings.
And Bill Milner, still a friend to this day, over 20 years later.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Oh, you want it? You said you wanted it, huh? You said you wanted it, huh?
For us, like two young kids making a film about two young kids making a film over their summer holiday. It was art imitating life, life imitating art, and kind of the sort of perfect and coziest introduction into what is quite a scary industry. I sort of learnt that thereafter.
I'll meet you in the prison in 1 hour. Don't worry. I'm trained to ignore pain and live off the land.
But that was just a dreamy experience, which in a way I'm kind of always still chasing, I think, on some sort of subliminal level.
I will say, warfare doesn't strike me as all that cosy. That strikes me as maybe voluntarily putting your hand in the fire and going, yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, that one, is something that I don't think I could have done unless I'd accrued a certain amount of experience. Like I look at lads like Kit Connor and Tafara Wanatai, these younger fellas. There's no way I could have done what they did in this film at 20 and 22, I think, respectively. But I think something that we're very conscious of as a group of actors is you're simulating real environments, you're simulating real professions, and so whatever discomfort or difficulties you're facing kind of pales in comparison to the reality, and that is especially true of warfare.
For sure.
Yeah. All right.
All OPs are under attack. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna collapse to the first deck, Casavac Elliott. Break it down, let's get ready to move. Sir. Collapse.
I was wondering, in quite a general way, friends, family, interviewers, what are the scenes that people bring up most often?
A lot of people bring up scenes from We're the Millers.
Like a spider bit you.
Yeah, like a spider bit me.
Calm down, all right? You're not gonna die. Will you tell us what the hell's going on?
Just tell us what happened.
Spider bit me, David. What? Where? Where did it happen?
Bit me on my balls.
Yeah, a lot of spider bite questions.
And wait, you guys are getting paid.
That, yes, yeah.
I can explain.
You are making $500,000 and you were only gonna pay me 30?
You're getting 30 grand? I'm getting 1,000.
You guys are getting paid?
The internet did its thing with that and memed it and all that jazz. Drunk blokes in bars ask particular questions that I don't really massively enjoy regarding We're the Millers. That's probably the thing that comes up most prevalently.
Do you get anybody talking about how you pushed Dylan O'Brien, I think about 6 foot?
We gotta stop eating like this, Greenie.
I absolutely love it in Maze Runner because you just deck him.
Yeah.
And I like to think that was all you.
I wish that I had that strength. But yeah, that was with the, should we say, slight assistance of a crane. But it's a cool stunt for sure. And yeah, I had a lot of fun on that movie. That's another example of where I got like really close to the cast, and you know, I've made some like best friends out of it. Chris Sheffield, who's in that film, is still one of my like closest friends today, and that was that was over a decade ago. It was 12 years ago now.
No, that's not true, Will, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't.
I'm absolutely, no. I'm gonna have to put my foot down. It's absolutely not true. What's the WhatsApp group name? I mean, there's got to be a film that has a pretty good WhatsApp group name because you've been in on quite a few ensembles.
Yeah, our Maze Runner group's called Maze Runner Fam.
Cute.
Our Warfare group we've got 2, OP1 plus OP2 and 3, and then we have one called, I think we've got one called Penley Manor, which is basically the hotel we stayed in.
Oh, darling.
Yeah, we just talk about the real life comforts that actors are afforded versus their like on-screen counterparts.
Because you just steal these little scenes in all these different ensembles.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh, you do a bit.
I don't know.
You do a little bit. If we just touch on The Bear, so many people love talking about that scene, about that advice in particular.
This other chef started the same day as me, and I thought we were competition, but really we weren't. Like, he was better than me, much, much better than me.
And particularly what chimes with me is you don't have to be the best.
Right.
It was the first time I realized that I wasn't the best, and I was never going to be the best.
And God, it absolutely hits you right here.
Yeah, man.
And the only logical thing to do was to try and keep up with him. So I never left this guy's side.
And you got better.
Oh, mate, I got better than I ever thought I possibly could be.
Yeah, well, I've got real world experience of that. I know what I'm talking about when I talk about not being the best and having to accept that. And it was so beautifully written. I was so grateful to have a part in The Bear because I was a fan of the show before I ever met Chris Storer and discussed like playing a role.
But let me just ask, do you get the nod from chefs that see you in a restaurant and they say, look, you're coming back?
Do you know what? It's been really lovely to interact with so many people from the hospitality industry and have this sort of like special sort of bond now with a lot of them as a result.
It's good, thank you, chef.
Just the other night, I was in a restaurant and they had a minty Snickers bar on the menu, which is the dish that Luca serves at his restaurant and Marcus tries.
It kind of tastes like a
Minty Snickers bar?
minty Snickers bar. That's crazy.
And it was really cool. And I sent a picture of it to Lionel and said, check out this minty Snickers bar. It was a very cool moment.
My mind was just gone.
Yeah, mine did, man. That was a very cool moment for sure.
By the way, rewinding back to We're the Millers, can we please get you somehow in Ted Lasso Series 4?
Oh, man, and I've got mates in that show as well.
It feels right.
Oh, yeah. I'm also like a huge football, soccer fan. So
Specifically Arsenal.
Yeah, I am a big Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It would have to be, and I don't want to sound like a prick because I'd be lucky to be in the show, but like I it would have to be. I couldn't be a fan of another team.
Oh, wow.
There couldn't be like an affiliation with anyone other than Arsenal.
Arsenal's cross, easy for Van Dam, and Van Dam out to Jan Mars.
Here we go.
I couldn't do that. That would have to be the stipulation, I'm afraid. And I'm sorry, that's no disrespect to anyone. That's just purely based on the respect I have for my team.
I'll let Jason know.
Yeah.
He'll be devoed, but that's fine. You mentioned people sort of like drunk guys in bars shouting lines at you.
Mm-hmm.
What other ones come up? Do you get specific stuff?
I think a few people will recognise me from Guardians of the Galaxy post that coming out.
Kill it now.
I am the Warlock, Mum, and I am done with being ordered around.
It's a trip when people mention Son of Rambow just because it was so long ago.
Yeah, right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
And it's a tiny movie that we made for, a tiny budget in a very small period of time so many years ago.
You're right! I'm all right, Lee Poulter!
I'm always a bit wary when people mention Detroit just because I play such a horrendous character.
Don't look at me. Turn around. Face the wall.
That I'm like, I don't really know how to take like compliments about that film.
Whereas Narnia fans, because I will say some of the line delivery is a joy.
Are you feeling better?
Yes, no thanks to you. It's like I have an iron constitution.
As effervescent as ever, I see. Find your sea legs?
Never lost them. Simply dealing with the shock of things.
And I'm going to read them back to you because I cannot help myself.
Oh, God.
I was about to say I can't feel my bingo. Different film.
I can't feel my bingo.
Kenny is fine.
Although, can you imagine if that had actually happened? Mother says I have an acute disposition due to my intelligence.
Mother says I have an acute disposition due to my intelligence.
Which, my God, talk about a lie, both from the character and the actor playing that character.
Note to self, investigate the legal ramifications of impaling relatives. I mean, you're a kid. This is a dream. This is living the life.
Note to self. Investigate legal ramifications of impaling relatives.
Those are good lyrics, aren't they?
Why haven't you been on Bake Off yet?
I honestly think because one of the biggest enemies to my progress in the sort of hypothetical world where like I, pursued being a chef is my inability to perform under pressure. I think over time and through practice that does change. Like my experience in kitchens has taught me that like you come to actually love the pressure and want to embrace it, and you sort of start to kind of almost become reliant on the pressure in order to perform. But I would poop the bed if I was asked to be on Bake Off. Like that amazing clip of James Acaster.
Started making it. Had a breakdown. Bon appetit.
Yeah.
Like I would be obviously a less funny version of that, but I would have a breakdown and serve something.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, exactly. And serve something like kind of monstrous that barely even looks like food, I think, if I was on Bake Off.
Yeah, I'm here for it. I want it. That's what I want. That's another leading question. That's what I want. You've also talked about how, there was that guy at the urinal that actually confused you for Sid from Toy Story. You've also talked about being confused with Jesse Plemons, which is obviously very flattering.
Which I'll take all day long.
There was a special on these tonight. 3 for 1.
3 for 1?
Yep.
How can that be profitable for Frito-Lay?
Any others come up lately?
Cameron Monaghan.
Oh, okay.
Who's great.
Yeah.
I also love taking credit for his work. That's always nice. People often tell me I'm great in Gotham.
Okay.
Today marks the dawning of a new Gotham City. One where we will all be free.
They love my depiction of the Joker, apparently. He's such a sweet guy as well. We've met in LA and we did that thing. It was a number of years ago now. We did that thing of like, do people? Yeah. And do you get that? Yeah, sorry about that. I was like, yeah, no worries. So we've addressed that.
And obviously after The Revenant, people confuse you with Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, which is a nightmare. That was so obvious I didn't mention it, but
I appreciate that.
They for me.
But yeah.
You just get escorted into clubs and all the best stuff. Yeah, I get it. It's not easy being Will. Look, I know I've been quite facetious, but I'm going to say something. I am very proud of how absolutely brilliant you are, and you keep picking these amazing roles and doing this incredible career.
Thanks,
so,
Ali, appreciate
though
it,
I have no reason to feel this proud, I am.
Oh, mate, thank you.
We worked together a long, long time ago, deciding what should be in the top 100 best movies ever for Radio 1. And you may not remember this, but it was absolutely donkeys ago. And I just thought, this guy's great.
Oh, mate.
And then it just begins like that. And now,
Ali.
Ari Aster and Alex Garland and Catherine Bigelow.
I know. I feel very lucky, and thank you, man. It's always such a pleasure. I always love talking to you. So thank you so much.
You're the best man.
Thank you.
All right,
You're
gotta
awesome.
go. You're gonna go.
Dude,
I'm gonna go.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you a hug.
Yay!
So good to see you. Thanks, dude.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.